Welcome, enjoying your blended family for a fun Friday. And we are saying here, pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop,
Baby,
pop,
you're a
pop, pop,
firework.
Pop, 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 pop.
Something, something. Da, da, da. I know the dance to that, but not the whole song. But are you impressed that I just started singing?
You did. You busted out in song. All of enjoying your blended family. Let's just give a round of applause to Scarlett right now.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you. You can nominate me somewhere.
If I could do the applause, I forget which one it is. I don't remember.
We don't know how to play with those
buttons. Yeah, there we go.
Yet.
We got a lot of buttons. But today we're talking about July 4th because it is here. Can you believe it? This year is flying by.
I honestly cannot believe that it is already mid-summer. Why does the summer go by so fast? It makes me mad. We don't even get off for the summer. But
we need to throw a lasso around it and slow it down. Pull it back, come back.
We only have quality pool like this. So many months that we can spend in our pool because we don't have a heater.
That is true. That is true. So this episode is all about taking your July 4th and spicing it up to make some of those special memories for you and your blended family. So y'all stay tuned. This is going to be another good one. We say that about everyone, but I'm not going to stop saying because this is going to be another good one. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back.
All right. So I feel like you said it's going to be another good one.
Another good one.
And I think all of these are good, like you're saying, but only if you take it and you run with it and you do something with your family with these things. And this is one of those, July 4th, it comes once a year, right? It's one of the holidays that we celebrate here in the United States because it's our Independence Day. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not very historical, so I'm not sure who we're independent from.
I'll explain that one to you later.
Off the fun Friday, because probably isn't that fun, right?
Yeah. July 4th, though, is one of those, just we love it because it is. It's focused around fun. It's focused around fireworks, food, everything. So we really have three areas or three topics that we're going to hit on that you could add a little spice to really create those special memories. Because if you fall into your same norm, then we do that, and it's like, nobody really remembers things like that. But it's whenever we do new things, that's whenever we have those lasting memories. That's what we want to create with our kids. They just don't happen. We can let them happen by accident, and we'll have few of them. But we have to be intentional on that and really create these. So, it really is. And fun fact. Just throwing this fun fact out there. July 4th is my sister's birthday.
That is true.
She has a July 4th birthday.
We were just saying right before we came on, we should have put on like some July 4th paraphernalia. Is that
paraphernalia?
I never could say that word.
There you go.
But they have so many because your sister's birthday
for sure
is on July 4th, and so they have like a lot of red, white, and blue themed things. And
so it really is. So it's extra special in our family because of that. But it's just a fun time that you can really have some fun, or you can just let it go by and miss the opportunity. So we're really hoping that this episode will help spark some ideas for you and your family that you can take. You can do these. Maybe it sparks ideas for you to do, something different or something close, whatever. But it really is. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and dive in. So the first topic.
Yeah. Well, in all of these, I just want to say before we get all the way into it is these are not expensive things that you have to go, or elaborate things. You can go as elaborate and expensive as you want, but you can go down to the dollar store or Walmart, or if you prefer Target, wherever.
The $1.25 store.
The $1.25 store. My favorite place is the Dollar Tree, and he's still bitter that it costs $1.25 now. But you can go there and you can grab things from there to make this a more memorable thing. From the moment that your kids wake up, you can plan these things out to do around the day. And it could be like just going in and having like outdoor activities that you're going to do because it's hot. It is summertime. We're just calling this first one Wet and Wild.
Wet and Wild, y'all.
Because you think about when you're taking your kids outside and you're doing these water activities.
That's okay. You don't have to tune out. You don't have to earmuff kids or anything. This one's okay. This one's family oriented, so it's okay. So Wet and Wild.
Shocked that your mind
we're having fun keeping it PG is the first thing that you can do is pool. I mean, that's just like first simple, easy thing. Add a pool into your Wet and Wild. Now, you can do that in so many different ways, right? You can go, if you have a pool, boom, we don't have to tell you, you're doing it anyway. But maybe it's going to a public pool, or maybe you're going and buying one of those Walmart pools that have the sides that fall down. Y'all remember those? To where you're trying to pull them up and fill them up with water and keep pulling it back. And
I don't know if those are even as popular now as they have the inflatable.
Yeah, all the inflatables are now. But if you really want to have some fun with your kids, go get one of those. And so it's kind of like a phone, it's like, hey, here's an old rotary phone here. Try to figure that one out.
Here's the problems we had when it came to enjoying life outside in a pool.
So maybe do that. And, you could dig a hole and bury the pool. That way you got an in-ground pool.
I was looking at some stuff on Pinterest, and man, they do go all out. You can get what I guess would be like a feeding trough of some sort. It's huge, like this round metal thing. And last year during COVID, or 2 years, however long it's been now, they were running out of pools. Like everybody was buying them because people were staying home. So people were getting really creative and getting these big metal, round, I don't know do you know what they were?
No.
Did you see them?
No.
And they were turning them into all-out pools, creating a patio around them and everything.
Until they rust, and I guess those probably don't. But
yeah, I don't know. They even had filters that you attach to it, even the above-ground ones. People were going pretty far out there with these pools. And then I was sharing with Randall yesterday.
Yeah, this one was really cool.
We got an email of there's an app now. I think it was called Swimly or something. And you can rent someone else's pool. Or if you own a pool, you try to make some extra cash.
You can rent your pool.
You can rent your pool out. But I just Googled, I didn't Google. I went on the app and I put in our address. And there's 2 people that are renting out their pool in this area. And I was like, okay, so it's like Uber like Airbnb, and instead of renting out your house, you're renting out only your pool for the day for people to come have fun, have birthday parties.
Yeah, pretty amazing, right? I mean, that's today's time. Just rent out your pool, fun stuff. But yeah, just that's one way to add just that wetness into the summer, into the heat. Just throw that in there. So there's all different types of things you can do with pools. And then you got any type of water activities that you could throw in. Yeah,
you can go on Pinterest and you can find all kinds of things. But even as simple as going and getting water balloons and filling them up and having a water balloon war. We've taken
Those
the water.
Are fun.
They are painful though too. So just know, I've always wanted to do water balloon wars, and then when we started with the youth and we started having a lot of water balloon wars, I'm like, ouch, ouch, ouch. I would go on the other side of fences just so that it would tame the blow.
But she's kind of a pain weenie too. So
I am paper cuts. I will.
Yeah, she cries, and we have to
Randall will have a huge gash and it's no big deal. And I'm
put some electrical tape over it, and she's like, oh, I got this paper cut, and we're calling 911 and stuff. It's not that bad, but there are all kinds of fun things. Slip and slides are another great one. This can be done super cheap. You can make your own home one. Those are always fun. And we always like adding a little baby oil to it.
Yeah.
If you can add some baby, that gets a little bit more expensive. But if you add a little baby oil to it, man, you really get some good sliding happening.
So you can take trash bags, tarps, and make your own like that. Or if you go look, they have so many different types. We have one that's a slip and slide and then big bowling blow up pins. And then you jump and slide on this little raft thing to go knock down the pins. And I will tell you though, when you're in your 30s, slip and slides, your body just doesn't react the same way. I don't know. It hurts
a little more.
You're higher from the ground. And so when you hit, and that impact on your ribs just isn't the same as when you're a child and you're doing these.
Well, caution, just make sure you do walk the ground first and pull any twigs, limbs, anything from that. Because even those little acorns and stuff, those are
and
just
I will tell you,
painful to
I'm
slide
not
over.
the type of person to do any kind of pre-preparation
if you
for
want
that.
to make it a little more enjoyable, make sure you're kind of cleaning the area before you put it down. But slip and slides are a lot of fun. You can even do, you might have seen it, slip and slide kickball.
I was fixing to go there.
That is, yeah, that's so fun. And what you do is you put those little small blow-up pools. You can do a little blow-up pool or whatever, depending on how much money you want to spend. But those are your bases, and you're kicking the ball. But the whole runway between pools is a slip and slide. You can do tarp, you can do whatever. But yeah, so you're sliding from one space. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit your mic. Sliding from one spot to the other, and it is such a great time. It's a lot of fun. And then the next thing is sprinklers. That's one thing that I don't think we think about a lot.
The lost art of sprinklers.
I loved, as a kid, we would always do sprinklers because we didn't have a pool. We didn't always go to public pools and things like that, but man, I loved it whenever my parents set up the sprinkler. Me and my brother would just run, laugh, and play. So how about doing something like that and getting out there with your kids instead of that just being a kid thing, and you're getting wet and just having fun.
Wet and wild?
Yeah, you're getting wet and wild with your kids. So yeah, you're having a blast. But yeah, just, there's so many different ways, water guns. I'm just thinking of all the water things
shaving
now. It's
cream.
like, you can add shaving cream into the mix and have your own shaving cream.
Everybody gets a can of shaving cream and they're running around spraying that, and then you use the hose and water down from
sprinklers and water down. Yeah, we had a blast doing that just in our backyard. The kids loved it, and it really was. It was messy, but we were all, white by the end of it. And you can go get some dollar shaving cream cans and buy you a few of those, come back, have a shaving cream war in your backyard, and then rinse off with a sprinkler. So many fun ideas. So that's the wet and wild. Just add some water into the mix. How can you add water into the mix into your family this year to have some fun and create those memories?
Yeah. And then another simple thing that you can do is just simple, like red, white, and blue themed everything. So when you're planning your food for that day, I know we would get like strawberries and blueberries and marshmallows and make little like shish kebabs for that, to make a little like firework display so it looks pretty.
Baby, you're a firework. I was bringing that back while you were talking. I was just trying to give you some background noise. Yeah.
So yeah, your food can be the theme. Just think of all the red, whites, and blue food that you can do to just spruce that up. You can do red, white, and blue outfits. You don't have to go buy anything necessarily, but just go look in your closet. And my favorite one, I have a shirt that has like a big hot dog and a flag on it. It says America. And one of my kids was just giving that away. Like they had it in the throwaway pile. And I was like, excuse me, I can use this every 4th of July. So look at my Instagram, and I'm wearing it every 4th of July.
But when I think about, 4th of July, I think about grilling. I think about going and just doing your traditional hot dogs and hamburgers. That's always fun and something that can go a long way for your family.
And we did that whole episode on grilling for Father's Day. So if you're like, oh yeah, grilling, I want to do that, we share ideas with you on like simple things that you could do with the kids and get them involved out there.
Get them involved in grilling and stuff with you. But yeah, to me, that rings out red, white, and blue Independence Day. Go eat a hot dog. Go eat a hamburger. So something like that is just fun, So your food, make the food just fun. Bring your kids into the food, bring your kids into the decorations. Like you were saying, you can go to a dollar store and get some really cheap decorations to spice things up. Get the red, white, and blue plates and paper plates and things of that. And
or even, if you go and you're going to get them, you can go to the Dollar Tree during that season and get like 4 or 5 plates, however many you have in your family, and then you keep that stack and you have it every year to use over and over again. Yeah, I know my mother-in-law, she is great about just those seasonal things, is having them in a tub and pulling them out the morning of. Like you put down the tablecloth and put out your little decorations out, and you celebrate that whole day with just some red, white, and blue theme, and it just makes it more exciting. I know one year at the Dollar Tree they had the little spin wheels.
Pinwheel.
What are they called?
Spinning around.
The wind blows them around.
Yeah, the pinwheels.
Is that called pinwheels?
Yeah.
And they had red, white, and blue. So I grabbed some, and then we stuck them just around the pool. And it was just like, oh, wow, it looks like I actually tried today.
It really was cool. In fact, what's crazy with that is whenever I would mow and weed eat, I had to pull them up, but I'd go put them right back.
Yeah.
And we did. It just added a little
Yeah,
flavor there in the backyard. So that was really cool.
And these are decorations. Again, they're super cheap, but you can get them and reuse them each year. So start just making little tubs and labeling that and sticking it in there. And your kids begin to look forward to that. They look for that tablecloth and those special plates and the color theme that goes along with that day. And that's what triggers memories for them.
And it's starting to create your traditions. It's starting to create what your family does. So it really is. Maybe your kids aren't with you on the 4th of July. Who says that you got to celebrate it just on that day? Maybe you shift it to July 5th or whatever, but you're still celebrating that Independence Day, and you're able to do that and just kind of maybe you're doing the whole week is more of the color theme, that you're just keeping the colors up in the house. So it doesn't have to just stop on that day either. You can spread it out for the week.
Yeah, if your kids are gone every July 4th and it's just the two of y'all, you make it your time. This is a couple's time that y'all come together and you have your own tradition that you stick, which goes perfectly in with our last one, which is...
Baby, you're a firework.
Okay, so yes,
Come on, let your colors burn. I just added words to that song,
I don't think we know the second line. We need to look that up. But I don't think that's 4th of July.
I think that's all everybody really knows is that first part, and then the whatever they do there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and then everybody else is just dancing and laughing and having fun with the
just
songs.
dance and have a good time.
Here you go. Play a little Katy Perry. Just do it. It'll be fun.
Hang on. We'll be right back. Check this out.
It's time to have some more blended family fun. Yeah. Are you ready?
What was that?
It's my new song. You like it?
Sure, I guess.
Well, it goes along with Enjoy the Journey, our new blended family roadmap to having fun together.
Oh, okay. I get it now. I feel the excitement, but why don't you tell them about it instead of singing it?
Fine, I guess. Let me try. This is a fun journey for your family, a new experience. You could go to the movies again, or you could get this for your family and come out with a new plan that creates more fun opportunities in your family. You'll laugh more, have more fun together, and create lasting memories that keeps your family stronger and healthier. And it's also about having more fun. How was that?
That was pretty good. I know that got them way more excited about the new journey they can go on as a family than your song did.
What? Come on.
You could have also told them that it not only creates more fun their whole family loves doing, but it also adds more fun for their marriage and new fun ways to connect with their kids individually. It's also great for that step-parent relationship. You could have said that too.
I don't think you really appreciated my song.
Aye. Anyways, Enjoy the Journey is ready for your family to start today. The link for more information is in the show notes. Have more family fun and create more lasting memories.
Have more family fun with your blended family and enjoy the journey today. Yeah.
Really? Let's get back to this episode. All right. But I don't think about 4th of July without thinking of fireworks because it has been a huge tradition in our family.
Family tradition.
And so if you are alone, I'm just going out because I knew that song was coming out at some point when I'd said it earlier. I was just waiting for that song to come out. But if you find yourself alone on 4th of July, find a spot that's like the most secluded, but you can see the display of fireworks out there that somebody else is doing, and go put down some sort of blanket and maybe take a little picnic and sit down and just enjoy the firework display, just the two of you.
Yeah.
That's one of your options. Or you can, take your whole family to that secret spot.
Yeah, if you're there, this works both ways. This whole thing works both ways. And being blended family, sometimes our kids are with us, sometimes they're not. So we're celebrating. If our kids aren't with us, we're doing a couple things. We're going to have a lot of fun anyway. And then if our kids are with us, then we're going to have a lot of family fun. So we're going to be intentional on either way with that. But fireworks are such a part of the 4th of July. I think that's one of the main themes that you always have. But how can you spice that up And there's so many different things that you can do. I remember going to, I would always go, well, not always, but there was a couple years that I went to Panama City Beach in Florida. And I was a single guy at that time and went down there with some friends, but we had like the perfect spot because you could sit on the beach and you could look off to your right and look off to your left, and two areas were popping fireworks. So it's like you could just go sit on this beautiful beach and turn your head both ways and people are popping fireworks. But the great thing about that is you even had people coming on that beach popping their own fireworks. So we're watching their display, we're watching the one down the road and watching the other one down the other road, sitting on a beautiful beach.
That was our first like out of town like vacation
together.
And it was beautiful. It was just like incredible, and it felt like you were like right there underneath the firework display. And they have displays all over the place, even spread out usually over the week, so you could go to multiple displays. Or like Randall was saying, you might not have your kids on that actual day. Well, look into around your town when one of the other towns is going to do theirs, and then you can go check that out. So that's one thing, is finding that right parking spot. You know how that goes. There
was one that we went to because it is my sister's birthday. So we went up there and visited her, and that town that she was in, they were doing it at their high school stadium. And we went into the parking lot there. And whenever they did them, we were sitting on the hood of the car, like you were laying back and you were right there. I mean, it filled up the whole sky because you were that close.
Yeah, I do think that was one of the best firework displays that I have seen. And then you can make it like a family thing as well, as we would stop at Cherryberry, which is just like a frozen yogurt place, yogurts. Or go get ice cream or something. Go in, get something that's going to cool you off, and then go sit, because sometimes you have to wait a little bit. So if you can do something that's going to entertain the kids just a bit in that waiting period until it gets dark enough, but you also get your good spot. Yeah. Sometimes you gather your friends around in that spot, and then the kids can run around together and play and like run off some steam before the display starts. Is it called a display? I feel like
it is a display, a firework display.
Okay, that's what I was saying. But then as I kept saying it, you say words over and over, and then you're like,
firework display, firework show, firework, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want
it is
to call
a firework display. So that's what we're calling it. And we're sticking to it.
Sticking to it. That's our story, and we're
sticking to it. Now, the other thing that you can do, like these are going and watching fireworks shows, which anywhere you can find one, any city just about. But the other thing you can do is pop your own. And that one gets expensive depending on how you do it. I've
never seen someone burn money until you're literally buying hundreds of dollars worth and then exploding it into the air.
Yeah. We had some times of that.
When we became a blended family, we had to quickly stop all of that. That was happening with this guy.
Yeah, well, I would get with my family, and my family, we would just all pitch in, and we'd come out with, more money than we should have ever spent on fireworks. And but we had a blast. We just had some amazing times with that.
There are a lot of memories that we still talk about in our early years that are around y'all popping fireworks
and just being crazy and dumb. But it is one of those safety things, doing it with your kids. I've seen, growing up, one of my friends that we were with, we were all young with our parents, but we were together. It was like two families coming together, and they had I think it was bottle. No, it was like some type of poppers or something, and he didn't release it in time, and it blew up in his hand. Oof. And so, you do want to...
Safety warning.
Safety first on all that stuff, because it really is. If you're popping your own, which I'm sure I don't have to tell you that, but it really is. You don't want to give your kids bad memories. You want to give them good memories.
Well, and not every town lets you pop fireworks, or if you're on some sort of like water restriction, like burn ban kind of stuff, they'll cancel for you to be able to do that. So if you can't do it in your town, then maybe there's a nearby town, one of your family members, that y'all can go over there and do that. And they don't have to be big and huge. Although last year when we went for your sister's birthday, I did not realize that they sell normal, average people big displays like that. We were in the backyard and we were having our own, like, as if we were doing it for the whole city. And I'm like, what is going on?
They weren't that big.
Well,
it was big for that backyard.
I'm like safety patrol though when it comes to that. But we end up going down the road and popping it into nice big open air, and it felt a little bit
wide open spaces.
There you go.
There it is.
But there's also like tiny fun memory fireworks. I just remember as a child, this was something that, which is funny because we didn't have money, but yet we could buy fireworks.
Isn't it funny? It's priorities. It's all about priorities.
We would get these little army tank ones and light them, and they would spin around like these chickens that would like, I think it was eggs coming out, but we always thought they were pooping, and they would walk and like spit things out. Or the parachute guy. I think those were my all-time favorite. And then you had to go find them on the roof of the house or hanging from a tree.
Or if you're with some of your brothers and you're having fights, once they go off and the thing's coming down, everybody's just running and knocking each other down, trying to see who comes out with the parachute dude, and that's.
Do they sell those? I mean, I think our kids don't know this because I am like safety patrol when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I'm more like a sparkler is as far as we go in our household.
Little poppers.
The the little poppers that you can buy at the flea market.
I even saw them at Lowe's. They have, poppers at Lowe's.
And
so
even those,
poppers at Lowe's.
I'm like, you better not hurt anybody with that. Like, I don't know why I'm so weird with that. But as a child, the memories that we made. So if we can, I would like us to go get some parachute men.
Parachute men and parachute them
and
off.
The little army trucks.
There you go.
And go relive those.
It was so fun. Yeah, it really is. Popping your own fireworks, that is something you can have a lot of fun with. That's something you can invite your friends and family to. Maybe that's your thing, that now your extended family's coming and you're just having a big family party, right? And making that your thing that you're doing. Those are really creating some special memories and creating some extra special bonds with extended family.
And what I want to do, and I want us to get back to this type of atmosphere that we live in here in the world. And that's where you have like block parties.
Block parties.
And your neighbors, you start getting to know your neighbors and talking to them. And you like just block the street off. Not that you really can do that anymore. But Riley and I, this is what made me think of it. The other day we were riding our bikes and we went to a town, like not a town, like a few streets, like down the road, couple miles. And I saw these older couples all bringing dishes. I think it was on Memorial Day. And they were all carrying their dishes over, and they had a whole table set out, and they were having like a whole dinner together. And I was like, yes, we need that kind of world again. And we live like on a circle. I don't know where you live, like how that you could do that. But if you could start talking to your neighbors and getting to know your neighbors and getting outside again, inviting them over and everybody just pitching in, isn't that awesome?
That is fun. That is fun, getting just kind of extending the family to the friends, right? And your neighbors, and crazy getting to know your neighbors. That's so weird, right?
It is, because we live in a society where you drive your car into a garage and close it. You go in your house, and then when it's time to leave, you come back out. And really, you don't have to ever interact with your neighbors anymore.
That is true. So this is a perfect opportunity to get out and interact. So these are the 3 areas that you can spice up your time on July 4th. So whether it's a July 4th day or a July 4th week, it's adding some extra fun that creates those lasting memories with your family or just even as a couple. So you can do it either way, whatever your July 4th looks like. Do something new, do something exciting, spice it up a little bit more, but have fun with it.
Yes, that's the key here. Having fun.
Yes. So listen, take those ideas, run with them. Hopefully it stirred some new ones for you as well. But go create those memories. Go have a lot of fun. And remember, you're a firework. So we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye, guys. Thanks for joining us today. We hope this episode has been a blessing and encouraged your family journey.
Make sure you stay connected with us and join our weekly Blended Family newsletter. We send an email out every Friday morning full of support and encouragement.
When you join, we also want to give you a free gift, so go get yours today. The link is in the show notes below.
Have an amazing day, and remember to enjoy the journey with your blended family, and we'll see you on the next episode.